Alrighty, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hairymuppet. Welcome back to Fortress Craft. It's been a few hours since I last casted, and I can't seem to stop playing this game. But anyway, let's go over the few things I did in the offline, in the break, and then we will start getting into some new stuff. So, the first thing I did was, this guy was all of my garbage, ore and stuff like that. So I put a belt under the covers to go over here so it gets macerated. I was going to construction paste it, but I didn't. So there you go, it's just getting macerated now. Which is fine. I changed a few other things as well. Let me just try and remember them. I upgraded the plasma thingy creation. I needed to. I'll tell you why in just a sec, but basically I upgraded it so that, yeah, basically the power is massive now. So massive amount of power that goes into it. So these guys I didn't really change. I changed them over to solar instead of coal because I wanted to stop using the coal, so they're now solar. This guy though needs a massive amount of power, 512 power per second to continuously run. So what I did was I put a new purple battery in here, and these guys can do 320 per second, so I got two of them on there. And then I've got these little 9 solar panel sort of setups. They've got a purple laser pointer in the middle. It's doing way more than that, but maybe because this battery is full, so the other ones are sort of keeping up for it. Or maybe it's just not needing enough, but because this is not really being used, because it's not really building. It seems like this manufacturing plant behind this thing is actually the slow point at the moment, because yeah, this is absolutely 100% capable of providing 512 power per second. But yeah, this you see down the bottom, the power stays pretty full most of the time and produces this stuff, but this is more than enough plasma cutter heads. And the reason I had to up that was because we started using up power heads very quickly because of this new mod I got. We're up a little bit of lag. So I got a new mod, and the mod is basically to be able to track power heads and that sort of thing. So basically I replaced the size 2 logistics head, the size 2 logistics chest that got the power heads. I replaced it with an ESMS extractor unit Mark 1. So this basically acts as both. You can put the cutter heads into here. I'll get rid of that, I'll show that in a sec. You can put the cutter heads down into here, as you see down the bottom left, and you can take the ore out of here as well. I'm not using it to extract the ore, I'm just using it for the cutter heads so that you don't get things complicated, but yeah. So that's basically it, and as you can see, the bonus of this is you press E, and it shows you all of the different ESMS crates that I have, and I've installed them everywhere. So you can see copper, tin, iron, lithium, gold, titanium, and nickel. All of them have antimatter motors. All of them have cutter heads. The 66 and 75 is before I figured out that you can actually change the cutter head storage limit. By default it's 75, but I set it down to 20 so I didn't bust all of my plasma head production because, yeah, 75 is quite a lot. And this guy has actually had 30. Because there were, if you remember, in nickel down in the bottom of the caves, there was a chest with about 30 in there that's been sitting there for ages. So I dumped all of that in there, and then changed the limit down to 20. So eventually that'll move down to 20. Eventually these guys will too, but that'll just take frickin' forever. So I got this one up on a pedestal as well, up here, so I can just click that from anywhere on the top of the base. And make sure that everything has plasma heads and make sure that they're all full. And that's good. So I'm very happy with this mod because now I don't have to be paranoid about the plasma heads anymore. I know exactly what the deal is everywhere. For some reason it feels like 1.3 million titanium is vein depleting. So that's what all those messages, I thought the vein depleting was some my crappy little titanium thing that I used to manually get stuff off, but I actually shut that down. But it was the actual titanium after all this time. So for some reason, 1.3 million is, yeah, and I got a whole bunch of ore in my inventory because exchanging chests apparently gives you a whole bunch of ore. So there we go. There's all that ore. Yeah, a whole lot of tin there. Whole lot of tin. There we go. So that is all good. I have been also building some 2000 limit chests. I got a few here. So this is 100 and then two 2000s. I've put them at nickel, titanium, and gold simply because those are the three minerals you need the most of to make the 2000 chests. So what have I got? It takes approximately 800 of each of gold, nickel, and titanium to make one of these. There's 450 plus 250, 700 plus 100 is 800 plus an extra bit over here. So right now I've only got 1,000 gold, so I can only make one of those chests, which is not good. But you know what? I will make one right now.
Crafting.
Oh, I wish you would auto craft stuff for you.
Crafting.
But anyway, let's go and get this guy, and let's put him on the gold. And yeah, I really do want to get these guys up as soon as possible, because what happens is if you just put two chests there, then two smelters will run and the other one will back up. That's just the way it works. I don't think they do any... No, they don't. This guy doesn't... If he's like full and these guys are like only 10% full, he doesn't seem to shove from one over to the other. It just doesn't happen. The only downside to these trickies chests is you can't tell from the top of them whether they're full or not, because they're all bluish, so it's very hard to tell whether it's full or not. I think the indicator is still there, but the bluishness makes it extremely hard to tell. So yes, so there we go. 7 minutes describing what I've been doing, which is awesome. Nickel's not too bad. Titanium's a bit tough. Gold is the killer right now in terms of those chests, because yeah, I don't know why gold is so bad. But we really need to think about getting some better heads on these. I don't know if 2 solar panels will be enough once we get the better heads, but I feel like hopefully they will be. So if we have a look, that better be gold coming up. That is gold. Excellent. So we're getting to the point where 3 smelters just isn't enough for the sheer amount we need, but I feel like the smelters are fine. This setup is fine. I'll just put some better heads on them and then figure out how to power them. And I believe I unlocked level 4 and level 5 heads as well. Man, the Falcor system is awesome. It's just awesome. So, Mark 4, Mark 5. I don't think... extractor display unit. Oh, hello. Okay. And then this is like a powered high-speed output. Okay, so this probably shoots things out of the chest a lot faster. So if you could put like 3 belts out of it and it keep them all full or something like that. Let's go look at that display, because there is... I already unlocked something, and I think I left it in a chest over here. Over there, the ESMS remote extractor display. You can put it in your suit, and then you can just press a button, and you can see it whenever you want. And the reason I didn't do that is because it, by default, it ties to the same button that I use to quick select a block. Because my mouse doesn't have a middle mouse button. I don't know why, or its middle mouse button just doesn't work, because it's pressing the wheel down is technically the middle mouse button. It just doesn't seem to work. So I mapped the select block to the other thing, to the 4th mouse button, just on the side. Display unit. Crude organic lens. How do we build the crude organic lens? Pristine faceted eye. It's funny how a pristine thing turns into a crude thing.
Crafting.
Funny old world, ain't it? Okay.
Crafting.
So let's go ahead and let's give this a shot and see how this works. Because this would be nice if we could just sort of put it up in the air. So, of course we can't even get up this little bit, can we? Yoink. Oh, it's not going to help us, is it? Okay. Probably hasn't got any power, does it? Okay, alright. So what we do here, ouch, is we do this, and then we do this. Alright, stand by, stand by, stand by. Okay, I am standing by. We haven't really had any problems with defenses in a while. Threat meter is 3,000. So we got a ton of heavies coming in, but yeah, between the robot and the Mark III turrets, we've never really had a problem. Why is this still saying stand by? Extractor, none selected. Home end. Oh, okay. There's actually a menu. Damn, this is fancy. This is really fancy. Okay. Extractor, so we put... Okay. So there we go. I was hoping for a summary for all of them, but apparently it just does one. And it doesn't rotate. Screw that for a joke. I do not want something that refuses to rotate. I'm just going to leave it like that. We'll hit E and then we'll get a overview. Because that's all we really need anyway. So, yes. Yes, and the Falcor system is definitely picking everything up as well. Getting all that stuff. Oh, look at it all. Yeah, there is a bit of a throughput problem with this, because the thing with this beacon is it can only pick up one item at a time, and then it says, oh, I've got an item, and then a Falcor comes over. So if you've got 30 items, this guy will pick up one, then one ship will come out, pick it up, and then this guy will pick up another. So, yes, you can only do items depending on the amount of time it takes for the Falcor to get to the beacon. So if it takes 10 seconds to go over there, then it's going to take 10 seconds per item in a single section. And when the sections are really far out, that's even longer. Is that a little Falcor? Looks like it. So yeah, and yeah, building more Falcor guys up here would not help the problem, unfortunately. The only way we could do that is either by figuring out the logistics, or... yeah, I don't know. The spider bots are going nuts, but those heavies, man, they are looking somewhat dangerous, and they're getting very close. They're getting very close. Yep, got that guy taken out. At least when they get close enough, the turrets over here start going out. I wonder whether they can shoot through themselves. I don't know. He doesn't seem to be pointing. Oh, no, there he goes. He just pointed. He just pointed. There we go, and this guy, it looks like he just pointed, so they can shoot anywhere. They can shoot through these blocks. It looks like they can anyway. Absolutely, absolutely awesome. And yes, the heavies are not getting over here yet, which is good. I could afford to build a bunch more heavy turrets if I wanted to. A total of 8 more. 2 for each one of these cubes. I feel like that could be easily done if we were worried, and maybe I'm getting a little bit worried. Maybe I am. So, if I remember correctly, each one needs 2 of the perfect faceted eyes, which are in here. So, boom. There we go. So that's 4 of the bastards. So now we need... I've been getting the regurgitated or recreated organic matter. I've been getting a ton of that, so I think we should have no problems with that sort of stuff. We got some more from over here as well. Just a little bit. Chuck out some of this. I don't know if I actually had any. Looks like I had a little bit. And the manufacturing bench. I feel like we need a second one of these as well, because, yeah, having to go all the way over to this one is just not fun. So let's build a second one. Let's build some more turrets, and let's build a second one of these. Okay. So we need 2 times 4. We need 8 of these. So we need 12 more perfect faceted eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so we got a ton of that organic matter stuff. Alrighty. So you need one of you, and you need one of you, so... 8. Looks like I got all these charged PCB stuffs already. Conductive PCBs. Okay, so I need 40 of those. That's gold, isn't it? I still never figured out how to only take some of that stuff. Okay, what we do here is we just chuck it back. Because, I mean, conductive PCBs are just another item that I really don't need a lot of, that sort of gets stuffed around in my inventory far too much. So we'll just get rid of them. I mean, if I took plate and wires and PCBs of all 7 different components and carried them around all the time, I'd be even more screwed than I am now when it comes to inventory size. Lightweight machine housing. Although those tin plates, I will give them the tin plates are very useful. 19, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That, yeah, I definitely like having those. Of course, we're out of them now, but we can always pick up some more. 16. Servo motor. 16. Copper wire. 1, 2, 3. I also upgraded this. I don't know whether I showed that in any video, but we got 3 of these things now. I don't think they share, but I'm not sure I care, to be honest. So, manufacturing plant, and then servo motor. 16. And then, manufacturing plant will be ours. Excellent. We need some power for it, so I've got power blocks, got solar panels, done. Alrighty, so now we can set up a nice little manufacturing plant over here, so that whenever I want to build stuff, I don't have to run halfway across the map to get to a place where I can build stuff. I can just do it anywhere I want. In fact, since it's, well, let's build it. Can we build it on top of here? I feel like it'd be better to build it on top of there because I can see that a little bit easier. No, not working. I feel like such a cripple sometimes playing this game. It's just... Okay, 4. Okay. So you and you. Manufacturing plant, I'm guessing it's not anywhere here. Of course it's not. Okay, and now we need a thing. A grabby hand thing. Because a grabby hand, I don't really need to make that many suit upgrades, but it does make it a lot easier to click on this. Snow? You gotta be shitting me. We need snow? How the freaking hell is that a thing? Okay, well there's some snow over there. Right up on that mountain. So we actually have a reason to explore. I'm guessing that there's no such thing as a desert planet, because I did worry about that, where you'd be like, oh, okay, I'm on a desert planet. See how that curves? That didn't curve too badly. Excellent, excellent. Get up to some snow, please. Let's go around the other side and take some of that snow so I don't destroy the beautiful mountain that I look at every single day. Let's take some from up here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, whatever. Okay. Just take all of the snow, destroy the beautiful mountain-topped peak, and just get all of the snow. Quite a lot of snow around here, actually. Where's my snow count? 40. We just got enough by doing this. Yeah, 56. Excellent. What are these? Block has been scanned but not researched? Really? I feel like I would have researched that if I could. I feel like I definitely would have. Oh, look at this magical hole. Whee! That's a bit of a jump. Oh, it didn't die though, so that's the important thing. Okay, one scan to process. Yeah, alright. I swear to God I didn't scan that, so either it's been waiting to process for like the last 10 years. Tundra breath. Doesn't appear to be very useful. Oh well. So there we go over here. Oh, see, I can't see it. The freaking goddamn freaking jump when I tell you to. Alright, hydrojet cutter. Hydrojet cutter. Cutter. There it is. It's not letting me get up there, is it? No, it goes off to the side. Damn it. Why does this always have to happen to me? There we go. Beautiful. So now we can go and we can manufacture stuff over here whenever we want. There's nothing else in our suit that we really need, is there? So we got all this. We got the build gun. Jetpack is the thing. Jetpack is the thing. Orbital strike stuff. We could start building this, but this is 13 by 9 by 9, which is 1,053 total. And look at the shit you need to get that done. And you've got to remember, each of these pods is 6 bars. No, 8 bars. 8 bars, okay? You hearing me? So freaking... that means we need over 8,000 nickel, gold, and titanium. Screw that for a joke, okay? I thought maybe we could get the orbital thing done, you know, a little bit quicker, get on to some of the other things, but no, it doesn't look like it. Oh, I forgot to put the cannons down, didn't I? Cannons. So you go there. We might expand this at some point. There is a huge 3x3 battery, which I think is the Mark 4 one or the Mark 5 one, I can't remember. And there is also a 3x3 solar panel, which is presumably much better than 9 normal solar panels. So we might get onto that at some point, but I think that's the next level of power research that you get that. I don't think I have that yet. So we have a look here. Recipes. I'm pretty sure I don't have that. If I look at this guy. No, so we don't have that. We got the jet turbines, which are awesome, but plastic is a thing that we need. I feel like plastic might be where we need to go next. I do have a bunch more research for ESMS. But I'm not sure I care too much. Advanced Spiderbot defenses. We haven't got the second level. I think it needs plastic. This might be interesting. What does this guy do again? Ultimate power grid. Yeah, so this is the Mark II solar panel. We've already got the big ass battery, the 3x3 battery. This is just the Mark II solar panel that you can put on top of it. Well, Mark V battery component. Maybe that is the 3x3. 4.5 million. Ah, 5x9x5 shape. Jesus Christ. That's even bigger. So I already got the 3x3x3 one. That is over here, I think. Mark IV battery component. So 27x27. 270,000 power. So that's actually interesting because this does 5,000 and this does 270,000. So, and it's 27 times bigger. So it's actually doubling for each block from 5,000 to 10,000, which is really nice. So we got a few things we need. I feel like this is Factorio again, where I need to write a list of all the things I need to do, but I don't know how to write lists in this game. So, I keep saying we need to do teleporters, and we really do need to. The need for teleporters has been reduced somewhat by the introduction of our ESMS, but I would still like teleporters to go down to each lift level, so teleporters that go down and then back up, so that we can easily get to and from these areas without needing the lift. So lift is kind of like a backup, but we would use the teleporters for most of our transport. However, you need diamonds, and I don't feel like I have a whole lot of diamonds, to be honest. Unfortunately for me, diamonds are the things that you get. Topaz. Diamonds are the things that are the first ones you find. So they're not like all those other crystals. They're a little bit easier to find. Where did I put them? I could have sworn I dumped them in a chest somewhere. And now I've lost that chest. Well, this is just fantastic, isn't it? Freaking diamonds. Alright, sometime between episodes I'll go down and I'll find some diamonds and do some stuff. And this episode has been going for 25 minutes and we haven't really accomplished anything. Let's pick up a whole bunch of bars. Let's pick up a whole bunch of gold bars. Let's see if we can get... That's a lot of gold we just picked up. That's like 1,000 gold. This is awesome. We still don't have enough for 2 chests. I would love to build 2 chests and get these guys sorted out, but we need about 400 more gold and about 300 more titanium. Although we just picked up a whole bunch of tin, I think it was. Yeah, that's just tin. Screw tin. We do not need tin. We need titanium and we need gold. And where did we... I feel like we had something we were doing at the start, and it was the ore in forced induction. So that's doable. That's really over the top. Okay, so forced induction, speed by 200%, 300, 400. Increases smelter collection rate by 2 times. I don't know why we would need that, to be honest. Alright, let's just get some Mark 3s going. So, Mark 3s. So, nickel is the big one, but we got a lot of nickel. Look at all these heavies dropping above me. Just boom, boom, boom. They can actually take 1 shot from a Mark 3, but they can't take 2 shots. Man, this is how big I thought bosses would be. I can't wait to see how big the bosses are. But anyway, let's go over. Let's grab the Mark II thingamybobs. And, yeah, let's grab them. And then let's replace them with Mark IIIs. And we'll do that for gold as well. I don't think we need to worry about anything else. But, yeah, gold, nickel, and titanium. Gold and titanium in particular, I think we need to worry about. And yeah, you see this is all backed up, while these guys have only got like 34 in them. That is why we need all the extra chests. I really need to get that guy a better gun. He's got a decent gun, but he's just not that good. Okay. So, yoink. Alright, excellent. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure how we will figure out if these are good or not. I'm really not sure. So this guy's using, according to this, is using about 6 power per second. And it seems to be going at full speed. That's pretty good. You are using... See, they're going up to about 10 at the most. And each of these guys is capable of doing 20, so I feel like we're fine. We could potentially almost do more or extractors on there if we really wanted to. Look at the distance the bars are with no bloody forced induction on them. That is just massive. Okay. Get me some forced induction. I thought about upgrading these things as well to be better for better throughput, but it's all down to the forced induction. Basically, that to make it work faster. So if you don't have if the smelters aren't going that fast, then you can't really do much with the belts. Alrighty. So that's a whole bunch of nickel. Give me a whole bunch of that. We're still not going to make it, are we, to those extra chests? Unfortunate. Maybe we just need to leave this guy running until all those chests fill up. Although with the Mark III forced induction, that'll be a little bit easier now. Oh, that's also what I wanted to do. It's also what I wanted to do. Basic. I could have sworn I unlocked a better one. I could have sworn. Oh, Recipes. I could have sworn I unlocked a better one. Ah. Yeah, that was in the thing. The same thing that did the or maybe it's in here. Because when I unlocked the orbital emitter, that big old orbital emitter, that also contained a recipe for a bigger cargo lift. And I'm absolutely 100% sure that I unlocked it. So let me just have a little bit of a dig around here. Basic cargo lift. I'm assuming that doesn't just get upgraded. Arthur, Turrens. If we have a look at this lift here, it's still 600 by, it's still 600. So we definitely need to build something else. Okay, I'm so confused. Let's go and double check this stuff. How are you doing? Everything's still good. Yet all of these, yeah, it's down to 28 now. So we're obviously using a lot of nickel. Because it does seem to be going through it. Projects. Was it something else? I could have sworn it was the... See that? That's just crazy shit. So that's just Minecraft. I am almost 100% sure that I unlocked it when I unlocked the same thing that did the OEM stuff. I doubt reference. Yeah, this is going to help me. Research. This only shows me the research I've done. Oh, no. I can see completed research. Okay. Orbital power transmission. It was there! It was there when I saw the thing. Don't tell me there's been like a stupid patch or something, which is, suddenly got rid of it. Oh man, I'm telling you, it was there. I did the ultra thingamy-bob and then it was there. You all think I'm crazy right now, don't you? Missile defense, H. Okay, we've got to figure this out, so I'm going to Alt-Tab and I'm going to go to Fortress Craft Better Lift. Because it was there on the OEM unlock improved cargo lift in the wiki. Well, of course, we're uploading, so this is going to be slow as, but... Alright. Okay, alright. I see what you're doing. So... apparently, you'd need 2 different bits of research to actually push stuff up. Yeah, so you need rolling stock and OEM for it to work. So let's kick rolling stock off. Start project. So 25 there. 25. Yep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 150 here. So what we do is we put 50 in each of these. Because what I discovered is if you put 150 on one line, it'll feed in there and then it'll just feed out to the bottom because the input rate into the chest is the same as the output rate. So you've got to feed it in from 3 different directions and then it'll go to the top and the bottom. Oh boy. Okay. So, same amount of nickel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. that is done. And now we'll get rolling stock and we'll get a better lift. On the wiki, it says the basic one does 300 and the improved one does 1,000. But our basic one does 600, so I don't know if that means the improved one does 2,000. But it's interesting. It's very interesting. I don't know how that would work because we've only got a capacity for 600 down below. Although if it does turn out to be 1,000, we could basically just replace all the 100 chests down below with 200 chests. And I think that's the best we can do. Maybe we can fit 10 chests somewhere in there. 10 times 200. So you're a huge storage hopper. Now this guy is apparently 100 resources. So this is only 100 resources. I was hoping there'd be like 1,000 resources that you could make, which is not a 1 slot. Because the 1 slots, I mean, I would love a 2,000 slot that could just take any combination of anything. That would be awesome. Okay, that's a whole bunch of nickel. 1.5. We're getting very close to being able to build these guys. That should be as much gold as we need. Let's see how far we get.
Crafting.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1.
Crafting.
And we're out of titanium and gold. Actually, quite a lot of titanium and gold. So let's put this guy. Oh, where am I? Let's put this guy on titanium. Shift X. There we go. So now titanium will be going full bore. Nickel is the one we're missing, but I got plenty of nickel, enough to do another chest, so nickel I'm not worried about. It's just gold and titanium, and they have full perfect chests at the moment. They got Mark III forced induction. I feel like the Mark IV and the Mark V forced induction, like this is 400% but power usage. So this increases smelter collection rate by 4 times. I feel like that's... I don't know what smelter collection rate is. I mean, I really don't. I thought that was the rate that it takes things out, like that it actually gets things off a belt or something like that, but I just don't know. You know what, I think I may have said this before, but I think it's the rate that it actually outputs stuff. So, yeah, so you could have like 2 chests next to it or 3 chests next to it or something, and it would push things out a lot faster. Of course, if it's only going that fast, then it doesn't really matter, does it? But yeah, the solar panels seem to be going fine. You are... I'm going to pull stuff out of you, because you are backed up. Well, of course, it's that guy. So this was still going double because the chest still had a bunch of stuff in it. But they should not be backed up anymore at all. Okay, 38 minutes. I think I'm going to finish this off. And I think we are getting pretty close to the part where we just got to say, screw it, let's go back down into the depths and let's get biomass. Because I'm not so worried about the power, about getting the jet turbines. I can survive very ably on solar for a little while longer. But yeah, the thing that's really worrying me is this plastic pellets. I mean, we need plastic pellets and light. Let's turn the light on. I can't believe I went through so many episodes without using the light. Oh, storage. Charging up. And crystal, we might have to get crystal at some point as well, but for now we're surviving. We got 1,000 crystals still. Used to have a lot more than that, but we keep using it, and every now and then I go down and I grab it, so it's fine. Okay, and I think that's going to be it for this episode. I don't know what else I should be doing, to be honest. I think it's going to be biomass. Crystal, we need to do at some point, but biomass I feel like is a bit more of a concern. All these attacks. Now I have to make sure I don't pick any of this crap up. I can't help it, but I don't want to pick it up because the Falcor system is a much better solution to doing this sort of stuff. 489, 450. Alrighty, we are almost there. I'm sorry, I just got to finish this off. I just got to finish this off. Got to get the last one done. Dun, 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 dun.
Crafting.
Done. And now we are good. Nickel. And now that I've got these, yeah, hopefully we should be able to get a lot more stuff. How did I... Yeah, anyway. So yeah, that should be good. That should be good. Lab finished rolling stock? Really? I thought I only started that a minute ago. I've obviously been pushing on in this episode quite a while. Complete research. So now, we go on to Mr. Thingamabob. Basic minecart, 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 minecart. You are a bastard. I swear to God. Improved minecarts, I don't care about that. Improved minecart logistics, I don't care about that. Improved cargo lift. Ah, there we go. Improved cargo lifts. Alright, let's get that kicked off and then we will finish the episode off. I promise this time we're going to finish the episode off. Okay? Absolutely. So, start. Ah, we already had a bunch of intermediate experimental pods from some other mistake I did. So... I wish I could put them directly in here. That would be nice, but it's just... there's no direct route for me to put stuff in. Put 60 over there, so I have to knock it down to 40 there. Okay. It's drained all the power straight away because... Of course, it just had 20 just sitting there, so suddenly the power's just like, whoop, all completely gone. I finished off all those guys, and I think we would have had like 5 left over. Yep. So anyway, we will leave it there. Thank you very, very, very much for watching this episode, and next episode, I think I'm just going to take the plunge and go do some biomass, because we need plastic, and I think I'm pretty well sorted on everything else. I think we just, yeah, we need plastic. We need plastic for the better guns for this guy, but I'm sure we'll need plastic for something else, like generators. And I have a feeling that we are not going to be running the orbital EM thingamabob off freaking solar panels. I mean, it's just not going to happen. We would need to cover the entire base with solar panels for that sort of thing to happen, or Mark II solar panels or something. Anyway, that has been that. Thank you very much for watching. I will catch you guys later. Stay tuned.